So I'm going to be presenting on Okinawan masks and puppets. Um, I first looked at this festival because a big feature of the costuming is these wooden masks. So this is the Pantu Festival. And basically the origin of the festival too is these wooden masks were washed ashore and brought good luck to the town. So I thought it was perfect for my presentation. So yeah, why does this festival happen? They cover themselves in mud and kind of walk through the town, blessing children by covering like their faces in mud and covering cars and buildings and sometimes the inside of homes too, was my understanding. So yeah, so like they have the wooden mask, and the cayenne is the vines that they wear. They're very specific. So let me just go into detail more about the masks. There's 3 distinct masks, and they look very similar when they're covered in mud. So we're going to learn what they are, and then we're going to look at some photos and see if we can distinguish them. So this first one on the far left is the parent, and you can tell that it's the parent because it has the shape of the eyebrows kind of come up in a more like, I guess, like slanted or angry shape. So that's the far left, and also the shape of the eyes. So that's the parent. And then one in the middle, labeled middle, is very similar to the child. But the main difference is like the mouth shape and also the shape of the chin. So the child, if you notice the far right, it kind of has like a rounded chin and like a more oval mouth, as the middle one more has like a pointed chin. Yeah. So here we go. It's quiz time. Can we tell the difference? In this photo, everybody make your guesses. Which mask is this mask? Which one is the one on the left and the one on the right in this photo? I'm going to give you a moment to guess which one is parent, child, and middle. My guess is that the one in the middle is the parent because of the eyebrows. The one on the left is actually the child. When I was looking at the chin, it seems more rounded, right? And then the one on the far right, I think that's middle. And here's this great photo on the left of the Pantu scaring the people in the town. Yeah, so those are some wooden masks. Next, I looked at some rich harvest festivals and just harvest festivals in general, because there's a lot of masks and a lot of puppets in these. So I saw it, at first I saw that these take place at the end of the summer, but I heard different things, that they happen at different times. There's one harvest festival that happens in July. There's one that happens at like beginning of September. And there's many different events at these festivals as well. Yeah, so here we go. So if you look at the mask that's on the bottom left, this is a miroku, which is like a mask of a god, and this god like brings happiness. You can see him in this photo leading a procession of people in very bright clothes, kind of bringing happiness to the harvest festival. This mask is also traditionally worn with like the yellow like garment, and also with the staff. So that's miroku. Next to miroku, this photo of the person with like the vines on them. This is called, here, I want to make sure I say it right, Fusamara, or a rain god, which also ties into the harvest festival. Something I found interesting about this photo, the photographer of this photo specifically mentioned the presence of the American military. And they're like, look, he's wearing army surplus clothes, which farmers will wear because it's cheap. And so I just thought that was an interesting detail in this kind of costuming along with the Fusumara rain god mask. On top of that photo is a shishi, not to be confused with the shisa that we were talking about, and I'll talk a little bit more about that after. Yeah, and you can notice, especially on the shishi mask and the on the rain god mask, you can tell that they're also wooden masks, because if you look closely, you can see like the grain of the mask, and how they're kind of finished with like the glossy paint. Okay, so here's some more shisa. We already learned about shisa a bit, that they're like a guardian lion dog and that they're everywhere on buildings, and but it's a two-person puppet. It's very fun to watch. It's a wooden mask, and then it's usually accompanied by a more natural looking material to like make the body of the puppet. And I have a video showing how the puppet moves, so we can see like the articulated mouth, and this one specifically also has an articulated tail, which it just makes it very cute. I don't know if you guys will get sound. Do you guys get sound? Probably not, right? I don't think so, but that's okay. We don't need the sound. Let's watch this puppet. You can see how he's flicking the tail up and moving the mouth. And I'll just pause it because you can see someone's basically standing up to operate the front and someone's like leaning over right inside. I'm gonna go to the next video because I think it illustrates a lot better like the movement of this puppet. I don't think we need to listen, it'll be fine. They're showing the shisa, how it's everywhere. And this is here in Hawaii. So here's a shisa puppet moving. And you can see that you have the hand like on the person in front of you. They're doing a roll here, which is very common for these puppets. And then we get to see them in the costumes. Here they're talking about how they're here to ward off the snake, basically. And we get to see them all in costume. Yay. Here's them strapping in and everything. Yeah, I think that's a great place to end everything. That's what I found. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys.